Welcome back to the Poseidon Norton upgrade series, and in today's video, I'm going to be replacing this incredibly heavy SR Suntour coil fork with a new Marzocchi Z2 Bomber fork that I picked up for $230 from Jensen USA. Jensen was clearing out these forks at a pretty steep discount, so I was lucky enough to pick one of these up before they disappeared. Now, the only problem with this fork is that it is 120 millimeters instead of the 130 millimeters that I actually needed for this build. Now, this does mean that the geometry of the bike is going to change a little bit, but with a difference of 10 millimeters, it's not going to be that big. So let's install this new fork with a montage. So the old fork comes in at 3,350 grams. That is 7.39 pounds. That is so heavy. That's incredibly heavy. This new fork comes in at 1,965 grams. That's 4.34 pounds. That means just by swapping out this fork, we're saving 3 pounds. That's 1,385 grams if you're counting. Now that's a huge difference. The lighter fork is going to work way better and it's going to make the bike more nimble in the front. Not only that, but we're going from a coil fork that doesn't work that great to an actual air spring fork, which works way better than any coil fork I've ever used. I really think that this is going to be one of the absolute best upgrades of this series. Now, one of the best things about switching over from the coil to the air is that you can actually adjust the air fork to your weight and riding style. This isn't something that you're actually able to do with a coil fork. You do have that preload adjuster, but let's face it, does it actually do anything? Now, here is the big question. How much faster is this new fork going to be? So if you don't remember, the stock time was 1 minute and 12 seconds on the test loop. And I put on some new tires and a dropper, and that cut off down to about 1 minute 10 seconds. So now with the new fork, the time comes down to 1 minute and 6 seconds. That's a savings of 4 seconds and a savings of 6 seconds since it was stock. That's 5.7% faster than the previous and 8.3% faster than the stock time. So now you may think like, oh, we only shaved a couple seconds on that segment, but when you look at it on the bigger picture of things, those seconds add up over the minutes. So 5% faster and 8% faster over the course of an hour does actually come into some substantial time. So in total, the total cost of the upgrades is $529 thus far. So get subscribed so you don't miss the next episode where we finally ditch these awful stock pedals and replace all the contact points. This is MTB Rad Dad sign off, and I'll see you next time. Hey, don't forget, you need to check out this video right here before we go. Okay, now I'll see you next time.